You've heard of soulmate love, you've heard of karmics, you've heard of twin flames, but not a lot of people have heard about divine union. But if it's been on your radar, and honestly, if this video fell on your FYP, then it's in your future. You're feeling a call to it because it is the blueprint of the relationships of the new earth. So as earth ascends and we as a collective rise in our consciousness, divine union is going to be the new relationship of that new earth. And if you're here, you're watching this video, you are part of the collective that is going to bring divine union onto the earth, that is going to be the representative to others as to what this new high-level relationship looks like. You haven't heard of it, it seems vague and mystical because it is. It is the blueprint, you are the blueprint of the new love relationship going into new earth. Here are 5 characteristics of a divine union and what makes it different from any other relationship that you've ever had. Number 1, there is a mutual wholeness instead of dependency, instead of codependency. So the old Jerry Maguire quote, "You complete me," that's out the window now. If anything, you are a whole actualized person that meets another whole actualized person. And together, there is a completeness, absolutely. But it is not the other person making up where you lack, where you have deficiencies, where you are unhealed. You have done a lot of work and you are actively doing healing work. You are actually leveling up all the time individually. And then he is doing the same. The masculine is doing the same. And together you are rising. And sky's the limit, baby, because watch as you just accomplish more than you ever have. You manifest almost instantaneously. You as a couple are a powerful union because you are both individually actualized when you meet. And so now together the relationship just accentuates your already powerful sense of being. Number 2 is conscious communication. So as you're working through traumas and triggers, they are not breaking points. They're not areas where your relationship is weak or it's faulty. They are opportunities for you to alchemize them and become even stronger. So an example of this is my divine counterpart and I will have triggers related to our old relationship, our past relationships. And instead of looking at those as like areas to avoid in conversation or spaces where we fight more than normal when we're bringing up old relationships, it is a conducive, communicative effort that we both engage in where we talk to one another about why it triggers us, why it made us feel a certain way, our past relationships, and then we can understand each other better. So now we alchemize that, meaning we take something that's weak and we transform it into now a strength. So now I know him on an even deeper level, he knows me, and our union, our love, our power just grows. Number 3 is a spiritual path and alignment with each other. So if I'm on your FYP, it's probably because you are a spiritual baddie. You probably are in touch with your ancestors. You are in touch with your future self. You are in touch with source. You co-create with source. Your divine counterpart does the same. And now that you're together, you have a shared purpose. So source is going to use you both and the strength of your union. As I talked about in the previous steps, your union is now even stronger. You as people are stronger because of your union. Source is going to use you now for similar aligned purpose. So you're always engaging in your own purpose and your own life's work, and your counterpart's doing the same. But now together you have shared, engaged life purpose, assignments directly from source. This happens when you enter in a divine union because source knows now that he can use you as a powerful couple, or it can use you as a powerful couple to have experiences through and to achieve and wake up the rest of the collective to these ideas, these spiritual ideas. Number 4, and this is like really what declares a divine union, is you both have a balanced masculine and feminine energy. I get this from a lot of people. They don't understand what divine union, divine feminine, divine masculine even means. They think it means gender. It doesn't. It's an energy characteristic. All of us walk around on this rock with a proclivity towards a certain energy, either a feminine or a masculine energy. It has nothing to do with gender. And so basically, when you tap into what your proclivity is, mine is feminine, now I am stepping into my divine feminine because I've balanced both the masculine and the feminine. I'm not hustling, grinding in my masculine to try to chase love so that people love me, so that people choose me. I've healed the parts of me that have been wounded as a feminine and have felt that I've needed to do that my whole life. And now that I've balanced that out, I can settle and rest in my divine femininity, which is creative, which is intuitive, which is soft, which is loving, which also has a wild, dark feminine side to it, where I can rage and be a mama bear and be powerful. I've stepped into and owned that divine feminine proclivity, and I am now living it out loud and emanating divine feminine essence because I have balanced both the feminine and the masculine. And since I'm with my divine counterpart who has also done that, he has balanced his divine masculinity. We are both settled into our divine feminine and divine masculine. And now together, you can imagine what happens when those two powerful, actualized, pure forces interact with one another. The divine union has an energy within itself that is balanced, actualized, and powerful. And you will not understand it until you live it. But some of you have an inkling of what it could feel like, and that's why you're here watching this video and on my page. You are the blueprint for divine union. The very last distinguishing characteristic of a divine union is that you have a shared purpose that extends beyond the relationship. Remember in 3, I talked about how you have energetic and spiritual alignment now in your life's path and purpose. It goes even further than that with step 5, because now that you're in a divine union, sitting in your balanced divine feminine with your counterpart who's in their balanced divine masculine, you together are in a divine union. That is now the purpose itself, because as you go about the world and you love each other and you live your life's purpose and you are in union that now has its own purpose, you are an exemplar to others. They can feel your love. They can feel that divine force, energy, and flow that emanates from your union, and it inspires other people to want to step into divine union, which levels up the entire consciousness of Earth, the entire collective. Because when we all are in divine union, that is when we truly have a heaven on earth, on planet Earth. So you just being in your divine union now encourages other people to want to step into their divine union and to figure out how to do that. If you truly feel like this is your time to step into divine union, that's why I wrote my book, Divine Union, in 14 days. Source worked through me to develop a very clear, concise 14-step plan to get into divine union. And so much of it has to do with you balancing out that divine feminine or that divine masculine within so that you magnetize it to you.